Gucci was the shit to rock. Back when Slick Rick got the shit to pop. I'd do anything to say I got it. Damn, them new loafers hurt my pocket. Before anybody wanted K-West beats, me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. Dog, I was having nervous.
Hello everyone, I'm Pasha87 and today I'm going to make a small tutorial on Infinite Flight with the new update. Basically with the new update things have changed. If you played the old version before, as you can see the background and the screen is different. It's more fancy. Right, first of all, before I start the flying, I want you to go on settings on your top left side. Just press on settings. What I want you to do for now, if you're a beginner or if you want things to be much easier with your flights, is control sensitivity should be on high. So check control sensitivity on high. Right, that's the basic thing. So we press OK. Alright, I'll be flying today with a Boeing 737-900 and I will be using a Chicago map. Right, I want to start off with an airport that has a parking stand to make things much more realistic instead of starting in a runway. Let me just find a good airport. This is long because there's 500 and something airports in this map. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, come on. Alright, should be one of those in here. No. This one should have a stand. Chicago mix. Let's use the parking custom set application. Let's just try this one. Okay, that's it. Well, for now I'm using noontime, so we just go on weather. You choose the weather you like. You can, sorry, the day you'd like, if you want it dark, morning or sunset. So I'll just press OK. For now I'm not using anything difficult because I'm doing this video, so I'm having everything simple, so I don't have any turbulence or wind gusts or anything. So just press OK for now and let's fly. Waiting for it to load up. We all can't wait for the new update, as the developers are saying, for the multiplayer. So that's I hope that's a new update coming up soon. They're saying before winter. Let's wait and see. Right, here we are. We're on a stand. This is my plane. This is my beauty. Boeing 737-900. Right. Okay, for now, let's just check this out for a bit. Right, for those who don't know about these buttons here, if you're a beginner and you don't know nothing about this, first of all, I'll try and explain this shortly to everyone. The top left bar is SPD, is called speed, let's say. On this, you can set your speed when you're on autopilot, so you can control your flight speed through this instead of doing it manually. Alright, so let's say if you have it on 20, let's say if you have it on 140 knots, that means your flight will auto thrust and it won't let it go above 140 knots. Alright, let's put this back, we don't need it now. Alright, the second bar here is HDG. Well, on this, basically it's the turnings of your flight. If you have it on autopilot, and let's say you have to turn 20 degrees, you just press on 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and etc. Well, basically you just look at, it's all about this this thing here, that once you do this up and down, this starts turning, because your plane just starts turning left and right. Okay, the ALT, what we use ALT is the altitude. This is the height you want your flight to go. So for now I'm just going to set this to 15,000 feet. Alright, the VS is vertical speed. That means, let's say if you want to land, or if you want to take, when you take off and you want to set your autopilot, if you press on this whilst your flight is departed, okay, this will automatically set on how bent you have your plane. So I suggest you always have this. Once you take off, I only use this. I always put it on 3500. That's 3,700. 500. Sorry. Okay, I'll show you all about the vertical speed when the plane departs, when we take off, basically. Okay, the gear. Well, the gear, it's our wheels, so we'll set that off once we took off. The trim, I really don't use this, to be honest. I only use this when I want to land with autopilot. I'll show you this in another video. And brakes. Well, brakes. Now the brakes are on. If I take it off, brakes are off, so I can start moving around. And the flaps. The flaps, it's how many degrees you want your flaps. I'll show you now what this does. Right, these are our flaps. If you have it, this is full flaps, that's used for landing. So as you can see, it goes down and up and whatsoever. Alright, for takeoff, I'll be using flaps 10. Okay, because it also depends on how heavy your flight is. For now, I'm having mine in 65% full flight. That means with fuel included and passengers and cargo or whatsoever. Right. Okay. We can start our flight first. Now, another major thing is set our flight plan. So what we're gonna do is get on our flight plan. So just press on page, second bar, and this is our right on flight plan. Now we're a bit zoomed out, zoom in. Okay, right. This is the good thing about the new update. It's everything is on your screen. You can choose how you want your map. You can also choose having your map and your flight info on your left side right here. So for now I'll always use the full side of the flight plan, so I can set my destinations and all that. Right. If you press on this, it looks like a circled cross, like a target, let's say. If you press on that, it gets you to your plane. So I'm just going to zoom in. There's my plane right there. As you can see, the runway right here. So I'm just and to get my plane all the way to the end of the runway. Each side doesn't matter for now. Right, let's do the quick one. Let's make a good flight plan. One thing I want to show you, we'll be flying for 15,000 feet. I'll get more videos higher than that. My maximum flight was 37,000 feet. I don't want to go more than that. And the bad thing is that the maps are small, so you need some time to descend for landing afterwards if you get too high. Right, let's say I want to start here. Just press on the direct, so just press this cross here, then right, and now I'm just gonna go there, press on add to FPL, so you can just see a straight line going from your start point until this mark, my last mark. I'm gonna be adding more marks, so I want to get a good flight plan towards where I want to go. Now let's see, which airport shall we fly to? Alright, let's fly to Chicago Rockford. Alright, we can try that. So let's make our plan from our start airport. So start from here. I want to turn the flight around a bit, add to PFL, then add to PFL again, and that's it. Thank you. Right, and then I'm gonna take it all the way here, add to PFL, so it's got to be a big straight line from this point here until we get to our destination. From here I'm gonna have to set this to be straight from the runway. So if you can see here, this is our runway, so we want the flight to come in straight line and land in this area in the airport. Okay, so we'll just press on this, add to PFL, and okay, if you can see these lines that go, let me just zoom in a bit so you can see them. These lines, they come like a triangle basically. It's our approach lines, so it means as soon as the plane gets in this approach line, that means you have to be on your minimum speed of landing. You have to have your flaps ready, your gear down and all that for landing. I'll show you that on the way to our approach. Add to PFL, and then runway 0401 right. One. Add to PFL, that's it. Okay, so we set our flight plan. We are ready for our takeoff. So let's go back to our page. Now I'm gonna set the no smoking bell, the seat belt sign. Since we're not gonna get pushed back, because I don't need to get pushed back because I'm just gonna carry on straight down into the runway, I'm gonna set my landing lights on and my stopper lights. Landing lights are the lights here in front of the plane, this and this two on the side of the wings, and my stopper lights are the flashes that the wing, these are the stopper lights. There we are, that's it. Okay, I think we are ready to start our flight. Okay, flaps 10, okay, flaps 10, brakes off, and ready to go. So I want to get this baby in the runway, and we're gonna head up for the takeoff. Brakes. Okay. Now let's line up this beauty. What you're gonna do is to line up the plane. It has to be straight from the lines on the runway, the middle lines. So you're just gonna get this thing in the middle of the runway. So once it's there, brake. I'm gonna set my HDG, and it says 181 degrees. So this is 181 degrees to middle of the through the middle of the runway. Right, we are done. Let's get this plane in the skies. Thrust full. That's the thrust there. Checking our speed. As soon as it reaches 150 knots, then we are done to lift it up. So I'm just going to start lifting it. And whoops, my bad. I accidentally pressed on the thrust back, so it just stopped for a minute. Gear up. You can see a baby going up. So now I'm going to start moving the flaps to flaps 5. It was on 10, moved it up to flaps 5. We are 2,700 feet and we're going up. So as you can see, this alarm here, it's telling us in 1 minute I have to turn in 204 degrees from the HTG, so my flight can turn for the route that we just did. We just added up. Right, flaps tube. I'm doing this manually. I haven't set my autopilot completely on. Now I'm gonna set it to, it's saying it to turn 204 degrees. So we're just gonna set it to 204 degrees now. I'm having my flight plan as well, so you can see the route that the plane is taking. Flaps 1. So you have to keep an eye always on this number here. This is the number that your plan is telling you to take. So you have to always keep an eye on these numbers, and so you can set it on your HTG so you don't lose your route. 206 it is. Okay, now I've reached 8,000 feet. I'm just gonna take my flaps full up, so I don't need my flaps down. Set my speed. We're going to 425 knots. I'm going to take this a bit down. We don't need to go too fast. So we're going to 360 knots. Set my autopilot up. Get it a bit down. This is the vertical speed I was telling you about before. I'm going to take it down to 3800. So you can see my flight is stabled right there, full autopilot, and we are on the way. We have to turn 299 degrees. Right, as a small trick, if you want to turn your flight without losing your route, it's better to take the speed a bit down, reduce your speed. It's alright for now, I don't need to do it. Because if you're going too fast, you can see you could just go off your route. So I'm just going to get this a bit, slow this a bit down. We're going to 250 knots. Right, I don't need to open my speed brakes. Right, ladies and gentlemen, basically, if you can see the spoilers here, right, this is the speed brakes and the armed. If you have this on armed, is when you land, as soon as your wheels touch the ground, the spoilers will automatically come up right here. And if you want to reduce speed once you're in the skies, you just press on the second flight. You're gonna see here spoiler on, but you don't do this when you're on thrust. Let's say if you want to cut down speed, you cut down your speed on autopilot, you see your thrust 0, and if you want to slow up quickly, you just get this spoiler up to second bar and it will reduce speed quicker. Right, we are on our way. We don't need the landing lights. We can set the belts off so the passengers can use the toilet or do whatever they want. Okay, now we can get our speed a bit forward and take it to 320 knots, sorry. There we go. There's our baby going. One camera I really like is, wait a second, we have to turn to, as you can see, as you turn, your thrust also goes a bit down to keep it stable on 302 on speed. Right. If you want, let's say if you miss a waypoint and you want to remove it, just get on map and you just press on that. You can see it is in purple and you just press on this small point here. So you can see our route now, started from here through straight ahead to before our approach. Right, let's get this to 318. It is. There we go. We are on 1500 altitude. That means we reach this height here that we set, 15000. Let's see. Right, so you have to be really careful now, because you have to keep watching your plane, so you know when to reduce to descend height, so you can get in the height that you need for landing. Like I said before, when I reach this area here, right here, you can see the lines that I was talking about, the approach lines. Once I reach here, my flight must be in 5,000 feet. So as soon as I get through here, I'm going to be approaching with 5,000 feet, and I'll show you how to reduce speed once you are there. Right, so let's go back to our plane. There we go. If you don't know where you are and once you're flying, you just press on the on the target like I showed you on the when you did your waypoint. There's our flight right there. It's a bit out from our waypoint, doesn't matter for now. Right, I wanted to show you the map I really like. I really like this map and this map. I love to see the engines. Or one engine basically. There we are. Another thing I realized with the new update, I don't know if it's just me. I think they also improved the graphics of the map, so you can see the towns better. You can see the runways better. There's a runway. There's an airport down there. You can't really see it. There it is. Right there. Let's see. It's beautiful. Right. They also improved the cockpit of the 37. It's lovely. There we are. Right. I'm gonna start. No, well, I'll wait for a bit. I'm not gonna stop descending now. What I do for descending is my trick. As you can see the map, I'm here right now, and I'm gonna start descending from 15,000 feet from here, and I will be up 5,000 to here. So I'm gonna need this time to descend to 5,000 feet so I can do my approach. That's it, and I'll show you how to descend quickly in case you're a bit late for descending or whatsoever. And off he goes. .302 my speed. And for my descent, I will take it back to 200 knots. When it's time. Okay, I'm gonna start descending to 5,000 feet. I'm almost reaching my waypoint, my approach, which is there, and then I'm gonna have to turn left. So I'm gonna get my speed back to 200. 200 it is. I'm gonna use my spoiler now, so I'm gonna set it on flight. As you can see, what it does is it's here. This thing just lifted a bit up, so it can reduce speed quicker. You can see this. It's one thing you should not have your spoilers on when you land, before you land. I mean, it's because your flight is going to go quite quick. It's going to land like bam. So I don't use them for landing. I only use them when I want to reduce speed. If you want to use them before landing, let's say you're going too fast, you can use them for a few seconds and then set them back to off again before your wheels touch down. Alright. I'm gonna set it to 160. I have to set my attitude to 500 knots. Feet. And I'm gonna get my vertical speed to 2,100. I'm gonna set my flaps to 2 for now. I was a bit late. I'm a bit late taking my attitude down, so that's why I wanted to show you how to reduce height quickly for landing. So I'm going with my speed is 160, and I have to take my HDG to 1313. So you can see my speed falling down there, descending. I'm gonna try and get it a bit more, so I'm just going to reduce speed to 150. It will help me get my flight a bit quicker down. So for descending quickly, get your speed back to from 200 to 150 for descending. I can get my vertical speed to 3. Now you can see my flight is still straight, it doesn't fall apart because my brakes are my spoilers are on as well. 10,000 feet now. We still have another 5 to lose, so I'm gonna get my speed back again to 145. 145 it is. Spoiler, we have to turn now to 260 or 250 because you see, because I have my spoilers on, you can see the alarm going on, so I set my spoilers back to armed and give the flight a bit of thrust. So 150 we're going now. We will be doing our approach, and I think we're a bit high for it. I think we're gonna make it. We will make it. I think it's okay. So I'm gonna start now doing this manually. So I'm gonna move my pilot off. So I moved the attitude. You have to be careful because I moved my tablet as well, so and it just fell a bit down. So 150. I'm gonna get my flaps to 5, reduce speed to 136. That's my landing speed. 136. Spoilers 10. And as you can see, we are reaching our approach. Gear down. As you can see, our airport is right in front of us now. That is our airport. Let's see if we're gonna land this because we're a bit high. I think we will do perfect. Flaps 15. Keep our flight a bit up. You can't keep your flight down too much because we want to keep our speed. Now flaps 25 because we reached our approach. 144. Speed flaps 30. Flaps 40. Full flaps down and reaching our airport. As you can see in front of you. I'm going to use my spoiler a bit for now so I can descend a bit quick and get it back to armed. Like I said before, armed is for your spoiler to go fully up once your wheels touch the ground. We are doing perfect, I think, from here. There we are. We are up to 2,900 feet and we're going down for landing. Let's check our airport. It's right there, so we've got a bit to go. There it is. See, my flight is not bent down, it's just going smoothly with the air. Like I said, now I'm doing this manually, so I'm steering the flight. I'll show you another video how to land with full 149, so we turn this a bit more. Almost there, almost there. One full 8. One full 5. So get it back to 136. I'm not getting this too straight.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we are, touchdown. There we are, so we just grab the thrust and we push it back so the engine's open like that. I did better landings before. So we let it go. We get our spoiler back to its position, flaps to its position to 0. And let's get remove HTG so you can turn your plane wherever you like. Let me just see a small replay on my landing with a different camera. So we press on replay and let's see how we did for landing. Let's move this a bit. I was trying to get it straight there because I was a bit out from the runway. This is the tower view. I also love this view for landings. One thing I forgot to do is set my landing lights and the seatbelt signs. Doesn't matter for now. There it comes for landing. There we are. Beautifully landed. I did better before. You can see it on the side view. Let me just get it on the side view there. There we are. There we are. Oh, that's our landing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed your video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write it down at the bottom. Subscribe if you like the video. There will be more videos coming out. This is my first ever video. I'll try and get more for you all. For now, thanks for flying with me. See you again soon. Bye bye.